with another episode of live streaming. We are going to continue with the breading of the croquette. And now we are starting with just dusting the croquette in whole plain flour. That is all-purpose flour. So I already showed how to do it in my other video of the cheese croquette. If you have not seen it, please go to our channel and you will find the complete video there of how to flour the cheese croquette. But meanwhile, you can also watch it here, how to flour the cheese croquette. So it is a meaning that there is not too much flour on the croquette. It's just to dust it. You see, just dust it. And this acts as a sealing to your croquette to prevent it from exploding or from bursting when you are deep frying it in the deep fryer or in the kettle. So that is why we do it. That is a sealing to your croquette. Prevent it from bursting or from exploding. So just dust it in the flour. You can also check our other videos about croquettes, of all the different types of croquettes we are making here in our kitchen. And also other videos in general. We have a lot of videos on our channel where we show different types of recipes and food that we make here. Our specialty is French Belgian cuisine, and we also cook gastronomic recipe that is inspired by ingredients focusing on Europe. So I'm doing it. It's a bit fast, but you know, you can take it slowly and do it on your own speed ratio, because I've been doing this for a lot of time, for so many years, and I can call myself a master of croquette making. So you see, most of the time people complain that croquette, that is very difficult to fold or to shape your croquette. It is because it is not firm enough to be folded. So you must make sure there is something that will give that firmness to your croquette. That is why we always add some gelatin to it, so that your croquette will be firm enough to be able to fold it any shape that you want. It is very, very important. It is something not to forget. Make sure to share with your friends and family, or to whom this may be useful. Somebody who loves croquette like us here, and then tell the person that we have one of the best recipes for any kind of croquette you want to make. We have the basic recipe for that. So croquette making is just doing, you know, doing the basic recipe, the basic, how do you call it? The basic of the croquette is almost always the same. And if you miss that first step, it is very difficult to get it right. So now we have here a ratio of 75, 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, I mean. That is to say that your egg white must be 3 parts, and your egg, the yolk must be 1 part. So that is the ratio you use when you are making the egg bath for the croquette. So you just have to mix it very well so that everything will be well mixed. So we are doing it because the egg white is better for breading croquette. It gives you a better seal than just using an egg yolk or only egg yolk. So that is why the ratio should be like that. You need to mix it very well so that everything will be well mixed. It's difficult because there's a lot of eggs here. So, but make sure that the egg yolk and the egg white is very well incorporated to each other, so that you will not have any egg yolk laying on your croquette. I try to mix it more. I think I will use a smaller one to be more easy. After mixing it with the big, you just make sure that the egg is well mixed. Okay, I think it's okay now. Okay, just as like always, I always use a parched pepper, and this is to give like a leakage to the egg mixture, to remove all the excess eggs that will be dripping from the croquette, so that your bread will not be wet. So to prevent the bread from getting wet, so I drop it first here, and that gives a drip to remove all the excess egg mixture from the croquette before dropping it into the breadcrumbs. Thank you once again, everyone, for turning back to my channel or to my live stream to watch what I am doing here. Cooking is my job, my passion, and I just want to share some of our delicious recipes with you guys, and I hope you love it. And make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and of course, ask any question where you will like to know more about something. Thank you. So now I drop it here, and here is my bread crumbs. So I drop the shrimp croquette into the crumbs. Try to do it very few, so that they will not be laying on each other. So I'm doing here per four at a time, because when you do it more than that, they will be sticking to each other, and that is not the meaning. It is the meaning that all the bread crumbs is sealing the croquette in entirely. So, and if you see any of the croquette that is exposed, you can dip it again into the egg mixture and seal it once again to prevent exploding when you are frying the croquette in the deep fryer or the kettle. So not too much to prevent the croquette from sticking to each other. So I'm doing it here per 4 at a time. So we make different types of croquette. I'm making here today is shrimp croquette. Yesterday or day before yesterday, I showed how to make the cheese croquette. And if you have not seen that video yet, you can go to my channel or to our channel, and you will find the complete video also with recipe and description how you can make the perfect whole cheese croquette. Make sure everything is sealed when you are making the croquette. That is the only way where you can prevent the explosion when you are frying the croquette. This is a very good technique to remove all the excess egg mixture from the croquette. See what I said? You have so much liquid from the egg mixture, and that is the job of laying it or putting it first here before. Now you shake it this way in a circular motion, and that helps the covering, the well covering of the croquette. When you just hold your bowl and you shake it in a circular motion. And it's also faster because it is also making or breading so much at a time. So it's faster because I have made croquettes so much in my life, so that's why I can bread so much at a time. It is not the same for everybody, and especially for those who have just started or who is just learning how to make croquettes. And you see, there's so much. Just shake it this way, and you are sure. We do everything here manually. Yes, we are a small restaurant, and we make all our meals from scratch, and we do almost everything here manually, and it is always very delicious because a lot of clients appreciate what we do here. in our kitchen. If you can bread with that circular motion on your bowl, it is very fast and very easy to bread like that. Instead of breading it one by one, it takes a lot of time. But you need to learn how to give that motion, that circular motion to your bowl, so that everything will be covered, that every croquette will be well breaded. You just move it this way. In the beginning, it's a bit difficult, but when you are used to it, it is very easy to bread and faster to bread this way, using a bowl with a lot of breadcrumbs and moving it in a circular motion. And it's also important not to put too much at a time to prevent it from sticking to each other, and which helps the breadcrumbs to go round and seal every part of the croquette. See what I mean? Just everything is sealed. So prevent it when you are frying it, that it doesn't explode. Okay, croquette making is very messy always. So we're going to clean up our tables, because we always continue cleaning. That is also a part of our job, to keep everything clean while cooking. Everything has to be cleaned up. Okay, we finish breading the croquette. That is how you bread a perfect croquette without having any accident of explosion when deep frying the croquette. And still, one thing to say, before frying your croquette in the fire or in the kettle, make sure the croquette has been cooled down properly. I will advise you to set your croquette, or to put your croquette in the freezer for a couple of hours. I will say for at least 6 hours. And that is when you will have the right temperature when you are baking the croquette, that will prevent the croquette from exploding before you have that crunchy outer part of your croquette without exploding. And then you will allow your croquette to bake enough, to be warm enough from inside. And when your croquette is sliced, that you have that flowing effect of a delicious croquette and that crunchy outer side of the croquette. I hope you learned something special in this episode of this live streaming, showing you one of our delicious meals that we serve here in our restaurant. We call it here Ghana croquette, which means, translate in English, shrimp's croquette. Bye, and see you in my next episode. Thank you all. Like and share, and you know, check out our other videos. I will say, see you in the next episode. Bye.